Let's take you across now to Bangalore, from where Pooja is joining us. Remember, we are talking of the story where Bangalore has been shamed yet again. This time it's a 6-year-old falling prey to predators at school. Pooja, you know, this is a horrific story again coming in. We haven't yet heard from the school, and you told us the school has announced an off today, and perhaps we are not getting to hear from the school management. But what about the Chief Minister? What about the Education Minister of the state? Where are they?
Absolute silence from the state government. In fact, not just in this case, but also the 3 previous cases that have taken place in the past 4 months. We've heard very little from the Chief Minister and the Women and Child Welfare Minister, Mrs. Uma Shree. And that's what the protesters here who have gathered outside the school too are demanding, that the state government should come. The Chief Minister himself should address this issue, because this isn't just another isolated incident. This is a repetition. This is the 4th time it has happened in a span of 4 months. And what is worse is the management. The school management has completely vanished. They're not answering to any summons given by the police or the education department. They've switched off the mobile phones, and they've not even turned up to school today, apart from that one release that they gave to the media last night, and also a message that was sent to the parents saying that today has been declared a holiday. There has been no communication from the school as to what kind of measures will they be taking, what went wrong, how could they allow such a horrific incident to take place inside their very own premises. What about the teacher in question, the one that has been taken into custody, the Hindi teacher? What about his background check? How long has he been here? We understand that he's been with the school for about 7 years now. Has there been any such complaints? These are crucial questions that the parents want answers for, but of course nothing coming forth from the school side and nothing coming forth from the government side either, because the larger question that the protesters here are raising is what about security for students across schools, not just in Bangalore but in Karnataka, because clearly there is a major security lapse, because of which there have been incidents like these that are happening repeatedly. So despite a set of guidelines being given by the education department as well as the police department, very little has been done on the ground. In fact, we learned earlier from the block education officer that this school too has violated certain norms. The number of CCTV cameras that were asked to be put up is also has not been obliged. There are 2 or 3 cameras that are put here, and also several other aspects have also been violated.
Yes, Pooja, clearly there are a lot of loopholes here. In fact, we stay with those visuals coming from outside the school. In the meantime, the accused has admitted to committing the crime, and the Bangalore police will be producing the accused in court today.
We have questioned him thoroughly, and very soon we are going to show the arrest of that person. He seems to be the accused in this case, but like formal announcement will be made later in the day at appropriate level, and other things like he'll be subsequently then produced for the court, and then 164 statement as per the POCSO Act provision, that will be in respect of like the victim. We will get it conducted, and other formalities, whatever is there, that we will take action with regard to that. And here we have come to see that what are the implementation about the guidelines issued by Commissioner of Police, Bangalore City. So we have found that so many things which was meant to be implemented that had not been implemented till now. So we'll bring it to the notice of the Honorable High Court also, because next date of hearing is on 7th of November, and definitely Honorable High Court will take a serious view on this thing.
This is most unfortunate, very painful. Why are such incidents repeatedly taking place against our young children and our ladies? I think in addition to a strong reaction from the law enforcement agencies, the legal process, we need to collectively work and try to understand why this is happening so much. And with regular intensity in our society, we need to collectively work to solve this so that these things stop against our women and our children.
बहुत दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है। बेंगलोर से इस तरीके की कई खबरें आ चुकी। वहाँ की सरकार को इस मामले में सख्त कदम उठाने चाहिए। जो लोग जिम्मेदार हैं उनको सख्त सजा अदालत से दिलानी चाहिए, और ऐसे कदम उठाएं कि भविष्य में ऐसा ना हो पाए।
Debating the national impact of the election result.
Number 1 during election hours.
In all the elections Jay and I have done so far, we've not seen so many breaches.
Number 1 on election day.
The BJP has chased out the Sena completely out of Mumbai. This is very, 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 very big.
Number 1 during election prime time.
Congress party in denial mode when it comes to acting against their own. You protect your corrupt.
The undisputed number 1 during election week.
The importance and the significance of this mandate is the question, and wasn't the BJP a party with a difference?
Competition wiped out. Times now. Another election. Another sweep.
And before we wrap this edition of the news, let's carry our special series here. As part of Maruti's Road Safety Mission 2014 in association with Times Now, we are bringing you stories of organizations working towards sensitizing people on the issue of road safety in the hope to make India an accident-free country. Watch their complete stories this weekend.
Road safety is a cause of concern for these Good Samaritans. The Bangalore Traffic Police is progressing rapidly towards the goal of achieving safer road networks in the city by employing technology.
With the help of technology, we are trying to come out with various solutions. We have launched the Public Eye campaign. We have also launched the Sugama Safe Walk campaign. And recently, we have also done the overall survey of all the accidents taking place in Bangalore city for the last 3 years.
The Delhi Bus Rapid Transit System, a transit system that was introduced with an aim to streamline public transport, safeguard cyclists and pedestrians, was designed and introduced by the members of the Transportation Research and Injury Prevention Program.
We don't design the roads specifically to make bus movement efficient, and we have also not designed roads where pedestrians and bicycles can move safely. So we end up having a lot of conflicts on the road, conflicts between buses, pedestrians and bicycles. And we end up seeing a lot of deaths on the road. So from this, the idea evolved that buses should be given an exclusive right of way where they are not mixing with other traffic.
Siddhi Vinayak Logistic Limited introduced the revolutionary initiative called Drivers' Day to commemorate and give appreciation to the community of drivers in India. A day where they can take pride in the services they render and celebrate their profession.
आउट ऑफ इंडिया 16 सितंबर से लेके 21 सितंबर यूएस में ड्राइवर अप्रिसिएशन वीक चलता है, जो बेसिकली स्कूल बस के ड्राइवर्स के लिए, ट्रकर्स के लिए नहीं। और इंडिया में 17 सितंबर को विश्वकर्मा जयंती होती है, तो दोनों चीज़ों को हमने क्लब किया।
Watch their complete stories this weekend on Maruti Suzuki India Road Safety Mission 2014.
Another child assaulted in Bangalore. Angry parents protest.
Protests here outside the school are turning ugly and violent. Several political parties have also jumped in and have gathered outside the school and are demanding answers from the school management.
Fourth assault case in 4 months.
We have questioned him thoroughly, and very soon we are going to show the arrest of that person.